Alright. Hello. Hello, everybody. Hello. Good evening. Hello to all you wonderful people. Almost 8:30 at night for me, obviously. Otherwise, you'd see like glow, like the damn light flare from my window. I have yet to actually get some curtains for that window, unfortunately. One day it'll happen. One day when I can find curtains for that window, because it's a big window. Yeah. So today we're again just gonna be doing some stuff on the internet. I don't know what we're doing. We're just doing stuff. Also, why does it look like there's a lens? Why does it look like... Didn't I turn off the blur on like the camera lens on the camera? Because like the blur's making it look ugly. Big. Yeah, I'll just leave it alone. It's fine, even if it like blurs the mic a little bit, a tiny bit. Yeah. So today, I intend to finish the other half of the not Walton Files of the Backrooms series by Kane Pixels. I stopped at the halfway point on this one video because it was like 45 minutes long. Yeah, I'd already been watching for like 3 hours, I want to say. Yeah, about 3 hours. So before I get into the thick of it again, they like jump back into the mysterious flesh pit that is the Backrooms. I'm just gonna say this: I only have one monitor, so for those of you that comment, I will come back to the comment section. I will review the comment section. Anna said hi. Hi, Anna. Hello. Welcome to the stream. How are you? I am pretty good today. I actually went out and got some groceries today. I needed to because my refrigerator was barren. Yeah. What can you do though? Hopefully your day's been going wonderful as well. For the most part, that's pretty much all I did today. I went to Aldi's, got a good bit of groceries. I expected to be paying $100, which is very expensive, but I did not. In fact, 70. I managed to save up enough a bunch of cash. Instead of ending up paying out $100, I paid out $70. Huh. Which is surprising for the amount of stuff I actually did manage to get. It's not a lot, but it's definitely more than enough for the week. Hell, probably several of these items might even last me more than a week and a half, 2 weeks, maybe even more. I mean, like, it's not like I'm gonna be eating peanut butter, like a whole can of peanut butter in a damn week. Dreamwolf the Keeper said, "Girl, that's crazy." Girl, that's crazy? You mean like the fact that I got close to paying out 100? Oh, you just got her Anna just got her blood drawn today. Well, Like, is it a medical reason or are you just donating blood? I mean, one way or the other, like, I don't know, make sure you keep your fluids up and all that jazz, you know? Drink water. This is like this is one of them things where, oddly enough, my autism is like, it like pokes my brain. I have to say this to people sometimes because my mother just about sent herself to the hospital a while back with this. Drink your fluids. Pretty sure you need to do that, especially like when you get your blood drawn. After you get your blood drawn, eat something. Make sure you get a meal in your belly, even if it's something small. Drink some water so that you can build the blood back up that you donated or that you lost. And that's a necessity. So, but yeah, a while back, my own mother, I'm pretty sure I said this in a past stream several times. My own mother, she went and she had literally dehydrated herself over an entire day. She's too old to be doing something like that. She's in her mid to late 50s. She does not need to be doing that, but she did that. And then, what do you know? She collapses as she's going to the restroom, and I don't hear about it until the next day because we're not living together. Drink your fluids. Drink water, damn it, drink water. But yeah. I hope it went well. So, what was I going to say before I went on that tangent? Screw it. Let's just hop right in. Let's just hop right into the noise, all right? God, I'm such a goofy bastard. Okay, open up the browser source. And then we can, oh yeah, before I do that, I ought to mute my music. Muting the music. And then opening this page. Oh, wrong thing. Don't open up that. Open up. Damn it. Why are you being an ass? There you go. Today we are going to be watching more of the Backrooms. Where is it? Where's Backrooms found footage? Yeah, that should be it. that should be it. Okay. Big Okay. I guess leaving it at 50 is gonna be just fine. I did not see what that comment said. I'm looking through I just reopened OBS and I just saw a comment flash by. I'll probably have to see that later in the stream archive or something. Okay. Yeah. I'll say it one more time. Chances are I'll look back over comments later each time I reopen OBS or because I intend to get a second monitor soon. Also, is this what I think it is? It's gonna be. Did YouTube add a bootleg grok? The search bar. I didn't notice that. That's a change that was not there yesterday, I don't think. All right, let me full screen. Full screen.
Okay.
the hell is that?
Check, radio check. Does anyone copy? Radio check, radio check. Do
You
copy?
are
Testing.
stupid.
1, 2, 3. Hello, hello.
You are
Testing.
an idiot.
1, 2, 3. Hello, hello.
That's gonna bring everything
Does
to you.
anybody copy?
Okay. So let me just recap. In the last stream that I did of the back rooms, we watched up to this point. People keep ending up doing stupid decisions to end up usually in the back rooms. One lady found a wormhole in her floor. Damn it. One lady found a wormhole in her floor and started shoving shit in it. And as a result, it ended up sucking her in, because of course it did. Then in another, no, I think this is the same guy. This guy ended up finding a hole in his wall that led to nowhere, to a place that did not exist within his house or around his house. It basically did this I think like you might call it like the data. It acted kind of like the Daedalus Labyrinth from Percy Jackson, maybe, or am I wrong about that? Yeah, whatever. But yeah, like it led to somewhere that it made no sense to lead. So he walked through it like a dumbass, and he ended up getting sucked into the back rooms as well, in this weird section of the back rooms. The more I talk, the more I yawn. Damn it, I'm not even tired. Hell, I'm drinking a cup of coffee right now. Like, just to heat up because I'm cold. Yes. But now after this guy's been walking around, he's found a radio station? Question mark? Unfortunately, I think the reason why there is nobody there is because everybody died. I'm going to take a wild guess and say that this was maybe another experimental research section. I'm getting annoyed at all the yawning. I'm getting annoyed at myself, okay? Getting a little annoyed at myself at the yawning. I'm pretty sure this was quite possibly a different experimental research station of the guys in yellow, you know? The hazmat suit boys. Chances are they're all dead though, because I doubt that this would give you a lead to anything. I doubt the backrooms would actually allow you. No, there are radios. They have been using radios in the back room. So, damn it. It's only whenever I really start getting into talking and into commentating. Pretty sure. Wouldn't the creatures be able to detect the sound waves and stuff, you know? Them pushing the location. They would be able to detect the location of where the sound waves are coming from, or they might have just straight up abandoned it for whatever reason. Who knows?
Yes.
You are an idiot. You are bringing them to you. You're bringing them to yourself, more than likely. I say? What the hell did I say? What did I say? Oh, I'm pretty sure he started getting chased by a monster earlier, but I'm not too sure about that. Might have, if he did, and there was that last stream thing. Don't go looking for it. Why are you looking for it? Your footsteps are so fucking noisy, dude. You're about to get, you're about to die. You're about to die. You're about to get smacked. You're about to get smoked. My dude, smoked. Don't do that, don't do that, don't do that. Don't. Dumb motherfucker! Dumb motherfucker! The fuck is that? Holy shit! Holy shit! Push the couch, push the couch, push the couch! He survived! Oh my god, he survived! Oh my god, he survived! How did he survive that? I wouldn't have survived that. My fat ass would have been stuck, would have gotten like dragged back out as soon as I'd have tried to crawl through that hole. Hell no. Oh my god. What the fuck? Was that Kim Jong-un or something? What was that? I'm gonna get myself a jaw cramp at this rate with all this yawning. I'm not bored, I'm actually entertained. This is like... This is peak hype for me. It's not often I actually do really get really invested in something like this. Little conference room. Also, what's that ringing sound in the camera? Just gotta chill. Dude, I would have took my shoes off or something at this point. You're not gonna find any broken glass on the floor anywhere, I'm pretty sure. I'd have just taken my shoes off and gone barefoot. At least then I'd be able to like sneak around easier. I say that, but then you'd probably just, if I was walking on something that wasn't carpeted, I'd probably be able to hear my footsteps then from a mile away. What? Hell? What the hell, dude? Those complexes are huge! Is that literally like one of the buildings he's in? Is that what this is? This like Maybe it's... No, I'm pretty sure it's infinite. I don't think I don't think it's just massively huge. I think they're just infinite. Pretty sure. As though they were... Yeah, like, I doubt that. I have a feeling he'll be doomed if he was actually would actually manage to get out onto the street down there, you know? I imagine there'd be like thousands of like creatures in the lobbies of these places. Is it just me, or was that tree floating in like the space there? What are you doing? Why did he do that? Okay, what's got you so excited? I'm confused. Got him all excited and energetic and Also, by the way, I'm not sure he's taking a long time to rest. Unless these breaks are meant to be like him taking a moment, you know? Moment to rest his legs and stuff, you know? Is that No, that did not lead back around to there. He did not just get led back around to that area where he started in. Started in, technically. Oh, fuck. Oh, it's a stand. Oh. Caveman?
Okay.
I'm going. Like, if something pops out around the corner, I'm going fucking brown my pants. Like, not, I'm being sarcastic a little bit, but stop fucking turning around, jackass. Keeps doing that. Massive empty fucking rooms. God, nervous. I'd take that hat. That's probably a very expensive hat. Running around, jackass. Stop that. Oh my god. Make me nervous. But you're very damn loud. Bunch of clothes thrown everywhere. This guy taking all. Did I not say I'm pretty sure this is? I'm pretty sure the like the rusty oil splatters were like century-old blood that like literally was just left there to flake off and stuff, basically turn into rust. Well, I think that's all the proof I needed. Yep. Don't get curious. That person with a knife? Statue face through the floor. Trust that. Don't. Oh, you. This is the worst mistake you can make. I wouldn't touch nothing. Look, there's obviously been people here. You hide in the cabinet. What kind of shoes is he wearing to make that kind of sound on the linoleum? Make a sound. Don't make a sound. Don't touch nothing, you dumbass. Don't make. Oh wait, is that sound? He doesn't hear that sound, does he?
One way or another, sooner is better, because we're cleaning things up.
Was that one of those?
Well, you know, it would be helpful if you come by on Wednesday and have a look at the place. Right, so, you know, you gotta get out here sooner there. It's not in our hands here. The clock's ticking, right? The prices are.
Hello?
Fucking dumbass.
Someone out there?
I'm sorry. I don't know where I am. I need help.
You're on private property. You need to leave.
I'm trying, okay? I don't want to be
The
here.
guy who keeps coming around here trying to talk to my boys.
What? No, my name is Robbie, sir. I'm not trying to cause you any trouble. I'm just lost.
My family's trying to sleep. Leave or I'm calling the police. If you really need help, the station's a quarter mile down the road.
Listen, I can't. I've been walking for like 9 fucking hours, man. Where the hell are we? I can't even see you. Actually, do call the cops. That's fine. Just please help me out here.
Vents.
Hello?
Vents. Dude, open one of the vents.
Where are you?
What?
Where the hell are you? I just looked outside and I don't see you.
I'm not
Vents.
I'm in, like-
Open one of the vents.
a living room with a fish on the wall.
What? What? Is this some kind of game you're doing? Are you having a laugh over this?
I'm not.
Multiversal shenanigans. I get it. All the places, all of these locations, these like little spots are like legitimate places. It's like the back rooms is essentially creating copies of real world locations, but it's not just copies, right? It's essentially like creating a sort of like tin can phone effect. You know, where you have the red Solo cup on a wire with another red Solo cup on another wire. Like, they're both a red Solo cup. They're identical, and but they're connected to each other, and you can talk to each other through them. I think that's what's going on here. Is basically it's essentially a red Solo cup microphone sort of situation where the Backrooms has whole copies of a location. And within those whole copies of that location, you have the ability, you can basically communicate with like the real, anybody that is within that the real world version of the location. You can like talk with each other. That, and I also wouldn't be surprised if, let's say, he were to open one of the vents and try to like stick his arm through. He could probably, maybe he could like stick his arm through like the real world vent and go like, "Hello, I'm over here. Can you please help me?" That'd be funny and terrifying, you know. You're like, "Where the hell are you?" And someone sticks their arm through their vent, was like, "Hello, can you toss me some food, please? Can you buy me a fucking Big Mac or something?" I mean, like, that'd be
sounds like you're on the
hilarious.
other side of this wall, but this door goes nowhere.
He left.
Are you in my walls? What? I don't know where I am. I've been trapped in this goddamn hell building for hours, and you're the first actual person I found. So can you please just, I don't know, get a hole in?
I don't understand. How is this possible? I can hear you, but
I don't know, man. I don't know. I just need to go home.
why can't you leave?
I just told you there's no fucking exits or anything. This place keeps going on forever. Can you just show me where the exit is and I'll be out of here?
Okay. All right, listen, when some of the wainscoting here redone, I can open up the wall here, it's still loose, but I need you to move slowly, all right?
Thank you.
Come up with your hands first. I want to see your face. Take things from there.
Thank you. I think
It's gonna be in a.
What the fuck? What? Oh my god. Oh my god. What the fuck?
Hello?
Oh,
Hey, what happened?
shitballs!
Hello?
Holy shit! Well, you just brought that guy to the back rooms. Oh my god, it scared the fuck out of me. I got all scrunched up and shit. You just fucked that guy. You just fucked that guy. He's fucked. Dude's in the back rooms. Dude's in the back rooms now. Good job, my guy. Good job. Also, sorry for accidentally bumping the mic. Yeah, it doesn't like me doing that, unfortunately. It is nothing like an SM7B where you can touch the damn thing and jostling it. Well, it won't affect it. Unfortunately, every little thump I do on the mic will make a bit of noise. I've tried to mitigate that though. Yeah, this guy, stupid bastard. What? What happened? What happened? Wow. Allergies, by the way. That's why I got this allergy.
I was thinking I'm running out of time to talk to a lawyer about my job. I keep thinking about this moment when I was 7. It was at that park back home when the windmill thing in your face used to scare me. Summer.
Oh shit, his camera's dying.
skies.
Ah.
I don't remember the sky. It was hot out. Gary and Linda were there. You were there. I think you just found that orange bike that got stolen.
He was there. He was one of the boys filming at the start of the series. He was one of the kids, one of the guys that, like, he wasn't the dude. He wasn't the first guy, you know, from the first episode. He was one of the other guys that was there with him to do their little skit. That means he watched his friend get taken by the backrooms, which means, is the backrooms targeting people? I don't like that idea. I don't like that idea. That idea's uncomfortable.
I can see your faces so clearly. I just want to go home.
Oh, poor guy.
I just want to go home. I'm sorry for all the stuff that I said. It's gonna fix it.
Yeah. One moment. Let me go back. Oh, this is my watch. Okay. Okay, 1 second. I got confused. It's not back on his Kane Pixels' not on like Kane Pixels' playlist. Found footage 3. I need to find the yeah, I'm gonna have to go and find it again. Number 2. Play all. Is that not it? Like, there's this one. Static dead end. Lighting and survey number 3. We'll still live here. Huh. I guess, is that really the end? Backroom static dead end. Okay, so I have officially reached the end, basically, except for this, I think. This is what's left of the backrooms. Because now after that, they're going it leads into the movie basically, or the leads to the trailers basically for the movie. So if you want to see more, you're gonna have to see the movie.
I don't like this, and you shouldn't either.
What are you trying to get out of this, Marvin? We're on the same side, for God's sake. I don't disagree that things were handled poorly, but please, can you try to have a little perspective here?
Handled poorly. They killed him, George. He was alive and well, and you can't tell me for a second that the United States Department of Energy didn't have the resources to fix things. Are you kidding me?
Neither you nor I know exactly what happened, and frankly, it shouldn't be something that concerns us. Look, I know you appreciate how lucky we are to be a part.
That was literally okay. I think my theory is literally what's going on here. Okay, like I'm pretty sure what's going on here is like a shift. Like this is representing a shift into the back rooms.
Are you kidding me?
Possibly.
Neither you nor I know exactly what happened, and frankly,
Or I
it
could
shouldn't
be wrong
something
about that,
concerns
but I
us.
feel like that's what's going
I know
on.
you appreciate how lucky we are to be a part of this project. It's not worth dying on this hill.
Yeah, but what if next time it's you? Huh? Or me?
Marv, come on.
You want to put me down? Like
Dude.
an animal over a minor fucking hiccup? Give a speech at my memorial? It's not cost effective, George.
Yeah, but we're not going to let that happen, are we?
Wow.
You know how I know? You're the fourth person I've had this conversation with. Nobody wants a repeat of what just happened. Listen, I know how stressful this is, but the best thing you can do now is just take a couple weeks off, give yourself a chance to process, and, you know, that'll show them that we can handle these kinds of things.
Yeah. Sorry, I know, you're right. I think I just had to get that out of my system. I don't know what that was.
No, please, I get it.
Machine.
I think it's the right call. You gotta keep pushing forward, okay?
So cool. They're basically getting like a professional budget. Progress has been made. They've officially put padding over the holes and everything. They put bolt sheets of steel, I'm pretty sure, across them just so that you don't accidentally fall through or nothing. Sheet metal. What is through the door? They didn't let us see the other side of the door, I don't think. On the other side of it.
George?
Oh, hey.
Hey. Yeah, did you have to look around back here yet?
No, not yet, but I'm seeing it now.
Okay, cool. Wait here for a second. I want to show you what we found down the hall in just a moment.
Sure.
No. I would stay with my buddies every second. I would stay with my buddies every moment.
Oh, weird. This is even stranger than I thought.
Are those spots like invisible, port throughs? Stop leaving your friends, dumbass. Like the sound in.
Well, Mark didn't say anything about it flowing in a specific direction, but he did say that it was, remember, pretty horizontal in nature. It was stretching off around the corner. So the pattern seems to align pretty closely to what he illustrated.
Yeah, so wait, this is the room you guys already cleared?
Yeah, so we went around and checked it out earlier. It's a dead end. There's some dips in the floor that I would recommend you avoid. We haven't checked those yet, but all signs point to it being safe. So, venture at your own peril.
Oh,
I think you'll be fine.
okay. Oh.
Oh. These were objects that the back rooms was in the progress of bringing in. I just had to think about it. The reason why all this stuff is like halfway through the floor, it is that way because these are being pulled in from those like spots that the back rooms, like those little soft spots in reality, like the one the lady fell through after like she started sticking shit inside of it. To thunk it that she'd be I don't know why are here what is up with us humans and like our curiosity of sticking things in holes. unironically. Like, we love plunging our hands in holes in walls or in crevices in the ground, or sticking our hands into spaces between rocks out in the hills. Ever wonder if like people that do that end up getting bit by a snake or something? Or spider? Well, in this case, it's sort of like that. It's like they're literally just slipping through the floor. But my best guess here is that when they do start, they're only like halfway through before the little gap in reality like hardens back up again and becomes like a normal surface. Like returns to just being, you know, the ground or a wall or something.
Oh, okay, you weren't kidding. This is interesting.
Dude's gonna sink right through a hole, ain't he? I don't trust that nun. I don't trust that nun. A chair on top of a hill? Nope, don't start. Don't start the oldest view shit. 2 years ago. Wow, that was a long time ago. I don't care for that. I don't care for, like, that. No Escape, Backrooms filmed by different people. Okay. I like this, okay? I like a lot of the stuff that's going on here. Yeah, basically, this is they're going with this whole thing where there's literally a parallel reality that has existed for who knows how long. Ugh. Yeah, that yawn was strong. Yako said hi. I mostly like get on my screens. I get my mobile chat, whereas my streaming software has like a little widget box that only captures like the desktop version chat. So like, yeah, Yako said hi in my desktop chat. Hi, Yako in desktop chat. Hope your day's been going well. Mine's doing pretty good. But yeah, basically, what was I trying to say? I don't know. I think I just had a brain fart. That was pretty good though. That like film theory, everything you need to know about Backrooms. Compilation. Take everything like film theory, game theory has with a huge load of salt. They are never super accurate, but still, I still like to. I haven't watched them ever since Matt Pat left. Sucks that Matt Pat left game theory, film theory.
Possibly need to know before the Backrooms movie. All of our theories, all of our analysis, everything we've gotten right and wrong, and even more. Hello, Internet. Welcome to Film Theory, the show that found a neat little portal under our office. You know where it leads? To the subscription feed, so go click on it, why don't you? At this point, the Backrooms needs a little introduction. This internet meme turned YouTube web series by artist Kane Parsons turned big budget feature film directed by Kane himself is one of the coolest success stories here on YouTube. I am so proud to see what this series has become, and Kane has an incredibly bright future ahead of him. But since we've been covering the Backrooms for, oh my god, 4 years? We've said a lot about it. We've analyzed the heck out of these videos.
This was literally the first time I'd watched the Backrooms, pretty much. I'd not really had much of any temptation to watch the Backrooms in the past. Not because it sounded bad to me. It actually sounded fairly intriguing. I just wasn't too much interested in trying to watch it because I knew it was going to be a really long series. I knew it was going to be very long, so I was waiting on it. I kept pushing it back and pushing it back until finally I decided, let's screw it, let's just watch it on YouTube. So if any of you are like cropping up here on like decided to watch the second stream, like what was it? It was a couple of days back. It was a couple of days back actually. It's this one. I have never watched this before. It's this stream right here. Oh, and I also got 2 subs. Cool. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for subscribing, guys. Thank you to the people who subbed. But yeah, that was the one where I watched the first part of the first half of the first, like, most of the Backrooms. And then, like, the first half of that one video.
Video's gone frame by frame, gotten a lot of stuff right and a few things wrong. And today, I wanted to compile everything in.
There you go. Straight from the horse's mouth, they straight up say they got some stuff wrong. Here's to actually, like, you know, here's to them going back on some of the theories. That is some of their theories, because you don't see that kind of thing happen often, where they'll go back on and they'll literally say, we got some stuff wrong here.
Into one easy place so you can throw this on in the background to catch up for the movie before it hits this weekend. Don't you worry, we'll be making a new theory about the movie as soon as we're able, which you can check out here or ad-free on Theoryverse, our brand new fan society with exclusive shows and episodes, all for the price of a cup of coffee. Go to theoryverse.tv if you want to check that out, but for now, well, put on your hazmat suits and prepare to run from the bacteria monsters, loyal theorists. Here's everything you could possibly need to know about the Backrooms.
I always thought it was more of a fungus thing. You know, I thought it was a fungus. Or like a mold. I guess they could technically be considered, that sort of thing could also be considered a bacteria.
For you who are uninitiated, the monotone misery that is the Backrooms began back in 2019 when this image was posted to a 4chan board dedicated to unsettling images. Just an ugly series of rooms, right? No big deal. Well, it came packaged with the following text. Quote, if you're not careful and you no-clip out of reality in the wrong areas, you'll end up in the Backrooms, where it's nothing but the stink of old, moist carpet, the madness of mono yellow, the endless background noise of fluorescent lights at maximum hum buzz, and approximately 600 million square miles of randomly segmented empty rooms to be trapped in. God save you if you hear something wandering around nearby, because it sure heard you.
Cool.
This post...
Yeah. Before I continue on with this, I'll... For those of you who don't know and don't really care that much, MatPat left. The dude talking in this now... Like, right at the start was, like, not MatPat. The guy talking now is MatPat. He left because, like, I guess he felt like he was getting too old. God, it's like, he's saying that out loud, sad. Like, MatPat wasn't, I didn't always watch, like, game theory, film theory, but I did, like, I did pop up here and there. I did watch one or two here and there throughout my life. I think, God, that makes me feel so sad, though. Man. That's sad. Like, even though I didn't watch a lot of it, that was still my childhood, teenagehood. I loved that stuff. Damn.
immediately got
Makes
under
me feel
people's
ancient.
skin,
I'm
an
only
endless
28.
series of mild annoyances that make you feel squicky
I'm
and
only
uncomfortable.
20 years
Slightly
old-
wet
28
socks,
years
a
old.
faint electric buzz, harsh lighting, ugly wallpaper. In short,
Not
it
even
is
30 yet.
mundane horror, an oppressive monotony that slowly wears you down mentally and physically. That miserable setting inspired lots of online artists to write their own independent creepypastas, even creating a short video game where you explore the space. But here in 2022, the Backrooms has suddenly exploded in popularity thanks to a new series by VFX artist Kane Pixels, who's taken the basic concept and started to build a full-on world around it. And you know what that means? Lore!
That is so cool.
Kane's first Backrooms short film takes place in, well, already we hit a bit of a snag. The slate says July 4th, 1990 something, but the description of the video actually has September 23rd, 1996. Anyway, this is probably just because it was the first video in the series. Dates become much clearer as the world gets more and more developed. Things start
Which
off
makes
instantly
sense.
when a cameraman, fittingly enough named Kane, tries to set up a wide shot and immediately falls through the ground. Literally no clipping through reality, only to wind up in the dank and deserted world full of humming fluorescent lights, retro carpeting, yellow walls, endless corridors.
It literally looked like they were doing some, like, it wasn't a professional set. It was just a bunch of kids screwing around with with an OLED gas camera. They weren't even really doing much. There wasn't, like, it looks like some kids were just playing around with a camera, and one of them fell through the floor.
And monsters that, at least at first glance, remind me of walking tripods. Our cameraman wanders around trying to find an escape. Along the way, he finds some interesting landmarks hidden amongst the endless walls, but ultimately he's caught and presumably killed by the weird fungi monster. It's short, it's
Also,
simple, it's effective.
Is it just me, or did that guy kind of look like he was actually an adult rather than a kid? He was in a full-on suit, what it looks like. The other guys, they just looked like some teenagers, and teenagers in cheap masks. Him? He looked like he was in a full-on suit. They looked like they were teens. He looked like he was in his 30s. He looked like a desk jockey. Corporate drone, looks probably too bored with his life.
Since the massive success of that first Backrooms video, Kane has been busy expanding the world with other shorts like The Third Test, First Contact, and Missing Persons, as well as making the accompanying Collateral.mov and March 11th, 1990 Archive.tar, which are both hidden in the descriptions of the various videos. From all of them, we ultimately learned that the Backrooms was an experiment designed by a company named Async to solve space issues, providing near limitless room for both storage and housing in an ever-shrinking world. Where it all went wrong, though, remains to be seen. But what I want to focus on today isn't the where and the why, but rather the how to survive. In the fourth video of the main series, we see that since
You don't survive, because the only way you're getting there, if you're not a part of Async, is on accident. What are the chances of you wearing 6 months of food and water on your back as you fall through the floor or a wall? Like, what are the chances you'd have enough food and water to last you however long you're going to be stuck there if you do manage to survive that long? You're not. You're not surviving that experience. I'm sorry to say, but you're screwed
accessing the
if you end up there.
Missing persons reports have been skyrocketing as more and more people fall out of reality, never to return. So if that were you, what do? How do you navigate a seemingly endless maze with limited resources long enough to potentially figure out this mysterious world? How do you avoid an unknown monster that roams the halls? What mistakes do we see Kane make in his exploration of the Backrooms, and what could we do better? Pay attention, friends, because today I have the definitive list of 6 tactics that might just save your life the next time you no-clip out of reality into an ugly yellow nightmare. In Collateral.mov, we learned that in 1989, tests by the Async Foundation caused a massive earthquake that took place in the Santa Cruz Mountains. So, is the facility in the mountains? Are you at the top of a mountain and need to go down? Are you under the mountain and you need to go up? Are you in the upside down and you need to get un-upside downed? It's unclear at best. All we know is that in one moment we were filming with friends and in the next we're here. So once you land in the Backrooms, the first thing that you need to do is take the advice of the US Forest Service, which suggests that when you get lost in the woods or a cave, you do not move at all unless you have a specific reason to take a step. Basically, you sit down, you don't panic, you assess the situation and the tools that you have at your disposal, and you stay where you are. You ended up at this location for a reason. Maybe this is an entry point for other people, and someone else will no-clip in. Maybe people will wind up looking for you, and by moving, you throw off their tracking. In short, by panicking, running, and moving.
Would that be? I don't know if that would be smart. Couldn't the monster smell you, hear you falling through the floor? He fell through the floor, so he made one big ol' thud as he landed. Wouldn't the monster have heard him? I don't know. Does the monster have that acute of a hearing, though? Or sense? Do they hear or do they sense? Like, I don't know. Are they like... Do they sense through hearing or vibration or something?
Moving forward without a clear plan of attack, you are only succeeding in getting yourself more and more lost. Eventually, though, you will need to move, and this was Kane's first mistake. He had no plan. He just wandered aimlessly and headed towards whatever looked interesting. This meant that, when he started getting chased by the back rooms as Monster, he had no idea of his surroundings and wound up meeting a dead end. Figuratively. Or, I guess it would be literal. Anyway, proper grammar aside, we're in a repetitive maze, we're looking for an exit, and we need a way to track our movements. And for that, we need to use a maze solving algorithm, an automated strategic way for solving the maze with no prior knowledge of it. Our first strategy should be using the wall follower technique, also known as the right hand rule. This is one that I think a lot of people have heard of, but maybe don't understand the actual mechanics of. Basically, it's a tried and true maze escaping method that involves...
All right, give me a moment, guys. I'm having a little bit of a technical issue right here. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. Sorry about that, guys. I had to take a short break. I had to take a short break because for some reason it felt like my headphones were making the muscles around my ears flex, and it was or the muscles inside my ears flex, and it was uncomfortable. It was very uncomfortable.
running your right hand along a wall while you navigate the maze. You see, mazes, in their simplest terms, are just shapes that you're trapped inside. So you, as the maze solver,
I had ear canal damage as a kid, so I got ear canal damage, not eardrum. Did get a little bit of eardrum damage as a damage also as a kid, but that's nowhere that I'm more like. For the most part, I just have like some eardrum scar tissue on my eardrums from when I was a kid, from not being able to remove my the tubes in my ears as a child, and as a result, it caused me some issues. Sometimes while I'm wearing headphones, or even when I'm not wearing headphones, like for some reason it feels like my ear canal, the walls of my ear canals are being flexed around it. Ugh, sensations, just a whole bunch of ick.
need to find the outermost wall and the hole that's presumably in it. Many mazes are what's known as simply connected, i.e. all the walls are connected together to the maze's outer boundary. As such, if you were to unwind the maze, it basically amounts to one big circle with an entrance hole and an exit hole. So by keeping your hand locked to one wall and following it all the way through, you follow the outline of that circular path and you either find the exit, congratulations, you survived, or you wind up looping back to where you first started. Well, that's certainly not ideal. It is helpful because it tells us that the maze isn't simply constructed, but rather it's what's known as a disjoint maze, one where the walls aren't always connected to the outer boundary. In the video First Contact, we actually get confirmation that this is what we're dealing with the back rooms. We see a map that confirms that the back rooms is a disjoint maze. Notice that there are multiple chunks of wall here that don't seem to connect to the outside line. But just because we're in a more complicated maze doesn't mean that we're out of options. First and foremost, if Kane was able to bring his camera with him into the back rooms, then his other belongings have no clipped with him as well. Specifically, things on his body like keys and clothes. And this immediately puts us at a huge advantage. If you have something like keys or a belt, you should immediately mark your starting location on the wall, and then run those keys or belts or whatever against the wall to leave indentations or markings. You can scuff the walls with your shoes, you can peel the wallpaper, you can pull a Hansel and Gretel and rip pieces of your clothing off to use as breadcrumbs. You can write arrows and notes to yourself on the walls, which we know can be done since there are markings throughout the maze left by other people. This way, when our right-hand method results in us doubling back to where we began, we have a clear indication of which walls we followed and which ones we didn't. And if the walls do happen to be somehow supernatural and can't be marked by you, then the ceiling tiles are another option here. You see, the ceilings of the back rooms appear to be a specific type known as a drop ceiling or suspended ceiling, which is common in office environments where lightweight foam panels hang a few inches below the main structural ceiling, hiding things like wires and support beams. By throwing a shoe to break or knock down tiles, you're able to mark your progress in all the areas that you've been. Bit by bit, you eliminate the hallways that you've tracked and systematically work your way to the outer edges of the maze. One other strategy to help with this in a disjoint maze setup like the back room.
The problem is there's monsters in the maze. Whatever you do to the walls, whatever little noise you make, knocking down tiles from the ceiling, the monster will hear it and immediately come to get your ass.
Is the pledge algorithm. Here, you travel in a set direction. Let's say you walk forward until you hit an obstacle. From there, you put your right hand on the wall and you start walking around the obstacle, counting the angles that you're turning. Clockwise turns are positive, counterclockwise turns are negative. Once you start facing the original direction that you're meant to move again, and the sum of your turns is 0, you leave the obstacle and you continue moving in your original direction. This ultimately gets you off the disjoints faster, leading you to the outer wall of the maze and eventually to the exit. Right now, all you seasoned back roomers are probably laughing at me and saying, silly MatPat, the back rooms are an endless void of death and despair that'll cause you to slowly lose your mind. To which I say, joke's on you, I lost my mind years ago. I'm not gonna let a funky smelling series of yellow rooms defeat me. Plus, I'm not convinced that this thing is actually infinite or unpredictable. Like I said, in this new Kane Pixels series, we see a map of the place. We also see async employees able to walk through the back rooms using a long red line, presumably as a way to lead them back to the entrance door. So all of that is just trying to our best to find an exit, but there's still one more important variable here that we have to consider. The monster that's looking to rip our body in half to use as human nunchucks. And this is again where a systematic approach to the maze will be our first line of defense. The last thing that we want is to wind up in a dead end. And the best thing that we can do to avoid that is to use the confusing layout to our advantage. Ideally, we're able to lead this monster to a disjoint, a section of the maze that we already know loops back around on itself. This gives us two simultaneous benefits. First and most importantly, we don't get lost while still allowing us to use the narrow hallways and looping structure to escape the sight lines of the monster. Instead of taking a straight path where the creature can easily track and follow us, you instead make tight turns in an effort to make yourself disappear behind a series of walls as quickly as possible. This sequence of repeated doors that Kane is chased through provides an excellent example. By dodging and weaving instead of taking a straight path, he should be able to make himself disappear fairly quickly. The other benefit of using a big disjoint to escape this thing, though, is that we can then try to loop back around behind the monster to follow it. Obviously, your first priority is going to be avoiding this thing until you have a better sense of what it is and what it can do, but by leading it to a chunk of maze that you know will allow you to double back around it, you'll be able to sneakily gather information much more quickly. And who knows, these things presumably know the layout of the maze, so by following them, they may be able to provide another resource for finding the way out. I suppose you could try to fight it, or try to trap it with a rope, or
it'll just lead you to its nest,
zone, which you wouldn't even know about. But honestly, is confronting this thing actually going to help you survive? Probably not. Focus on escape and defense as your first priority. Once all that's settled, you've created a system that actually works, you've learned that the walls don't magically change every 30 minutes, start grabbing whatever you can find. In the Backrooms video, Kane blatantly ignores a lot of potentially useful supplies. For instance, that ladder right there that's used to get into the crawl space, grab it and carry it around. Even better, try to use it to get into the ceiling grid. Remember what I said about suspended ceilings? That it hangs below what the real top of the room is? Well,
who's to say there's not going to be creatures up there? Well, no, because the creatures are... that could maybe work. But wouldn't the drop ceiling just fall out from under you? Have people been able to crawl up on top of drop ceilings before? Wouldn't that just make a lot of noise, though? I figured there'd be something living up there in the drop ceiling, wouldn't there? Surely there'd be like one or two monsters that figured out how to crawl around up in that space.
Often, walls only go as high as the dropped ceiling height. As such, once you're in the ceiling, you're not only hidden from the ground-based monsters, but you also have a wide-open path to the outer edge of the maze unobstructed by any walls. Heck, you might even be able to find some electrical wires from the fluorescent lights that you can then follow, which again, should presumably be leading you out of the facility. Also, if you come across some rope in a dumpster, you don't walk past it. You check out what's inside the dumpster, and you take the rope. You take what the world gives you because you might not ever come across it again. The same goes for any chair legs that could be used for self-defense, or heck, something inside of the filing cabinets that you walk past. Remember, you are stuck in a maze. Everything can have multiple uses. For instance, when Kane's walking up the fire escape, his camera catches a glimpse of a hole in the ceiling that's created by an air duct. Air ducts, as you can probably guess, tend to lead to the outside of buildings. So again, having that ladder or rope might have helped him to investigate that. When he comes across a cavernous section of the back rooms, those same items could have helped him get across the chasm to the other side. If he had a ladder, he could have dropped down into the apartment area that we see here, allowing him to more efficiently look for food and water. Sure, nothing might come of any of these options, but again, it's more likely to work than just wandering around aimlessly surrounded by repetitive yellow wallpaper. Last, but certainly not least, don't take any one-way exits unless you absolutely have to. While running away from the monster, Kane ends up sprinting deep into the catacombs only to find a hole that he jumps down into. It was the right decision in the moment because he was being chased, but had he just found the hole, this would have left him vulnerable, because it's a decision that he can't easily reverse. Again, document on the walls with your keys or whatever that the hole is this way, but only come back to it if nothing else seems to be working. Again, the last thing you want to do is to corner yourself. So there you have it, friends. How to survive the back rooms in 6 easy steps. 1. Have a maze-solving strategy. 2. Mark your path using whatever's on.
Realistically, nobody's gonna be doing this in the heat of the moment. Because you'll be so blindsided you won't even think about it. How would you, if you weren't a part of Ace Instinct's personnel, how would you know? How would you know it was a maze? And has anybody found the edges of the maze? Who's to say? How many people have gone from one edge of the maze to another without dying? I'd say slim. Slim to none. Yeah. But yeah, that was the back rooms. That was the back rooms. No Escape of Backrooms film. Ooh. A year ago though, I don't typically like watching like stuff from a year ago, you know. Try to avoid. Damn, 4 years ago. God, I feel 28 years old, man. This shit makes me feel so old. I'm still young. Found footage. Oh, this is different. Okay, that's found footage 5. Oh. Wendy glitch. Yeah, I'm not gonna continue on with that on stream. If nothing else, I'll probably watch it on my own time. Let me just save it to my watch later. Save that to my watch later, and then was that out? I'm gonna go ahead and end this here because it's almost 10. It's not far from 10 p.m. Queso playing Outlast Marathon. Huh. Ooh, yeah, I'll definitely watch that I'll be watching that after I end the stream. But yeah. Yeah. Thank you all for watching. I had a good time with this one. I had fun. I had a good time. I hope you all had a wonderful time too. For this stream was just so that I could finish up the back rooms, like the Alex or Kane Pixels. Almost said Alex Kister, which is another. That's the Mandela Catalog guy, which I also have not watched. I haven't watched the Mandela Catalog stuff on my own either. I've watched videos of it, but I've watched videos of other people watching the Kane Pixel stuff. But yeah, thank you all for watching. Go check out. Did I say Kane? It's right. I meant Alex Kister. Go check out Kane Pixels' stuff. There's a link to Kane Pixels' channel in the description. Click down there. Click down in the description. There's a link. It will take you to Kane Pixels' channel, and you can go watch the backrooms on your own from there. Go support him if you really like it. If you really liked his stuff, go support him. Watch it on your own. He has other stuff rather than just the backrooms too. He has some fun stuff going on there. I really liked it. It was good. It was pretty good. And I'm really looking forward to the movie coming out soon. I'm really looking. I want to see it. I want to watch it myself. It looks really cool. But yeah. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for popping in, and for those of you that stuck around, thank you very much. I appreciate it. I'd actually be really surprised if anybody decided to actually popped in, or if anybody stuck around this long. But yeah, thank you all. I'll see you all in the next event. Bye-bye, Bye-bye, everybody. Bye-bye. 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 Bye-bye.